I read recently what I thought was a pretty good list of accomplishments, and it was Boston Phoenix, and their recent editorial had a really good list about why all these things weren't really necessarily all that sexy, but kind of bullet by bullet, why having a AA bond rating reaffirmed, saves everyone in the Commonwealth money, why the Education Reform Act was phenomenal, and these are the things that are really being sort of on the talking points being disseminated. But I can tell you that if you beyond just education reform, healthcare, some of the other bigger items that get a lot of media attention, there's a lot of other agencies in state government that have done phenomenal things under the Patrick Murray administration. My agency, in particular, the Lieutenant Governor's leadership, has really defined veteran services throughout the country, and the Lieutenant Governor has all the credit in the world for taking that on as an issue. We're getting calls, and I know his office gets calls all the time from other states asking us, why is Massachusetts leaving the nation? Without, you guys were all, we didn't think you liked the military out of Massachusetts, and we're reading that, all of a sudden you guys take care of veterans better than anyone else in the entire country. What's the success here? The success starts from the leadership, Lieutenant Governor's leadership on homelessness issues. Didn't get a lot of attention in the press, and does not talked about a lot, but merging the homelessness component from the Department of Transitional Assistance into housing and community development has made a phenomenal impact in us getting more and more families off the streets and homeless individuals off the streets and into housing where they belong, and wrapping case services around them while they're housed. It's not only better for the individual, it's also a lot cheaper and a lot more effective. And that's the system that's going to end homelessness here in Massachusetts. Ted Carr's organization, Weymouth, has brought a number of businesses in here into Massachusetts alone for exporting and importing with other countries, and using his knowledge of economic development, has been able to work with Executive Office of Economic Development to make it easier for small businesses and easier for manufacturers and easier for people to locate businesses here. So there's a lot going on, not just on the top line talking points, but if you want information about sort of even taking deeper down, I can tell you there's not one state agency that we haven't been sort of ramped up and doing more in, and that's and with a lot of the folks that work there, you talk to them, a long-time employees, and they'll tell you, wow, nobody ever cared about this agency. We kind of existed here for years and years and years, and no one ever did anything. They just kind of left us alone because if it wasn't broke, don't fix it. And it feels good to be appreciated. It feels good to actually be able to get some accomplishments done. And that's happening all across the board in state government. So I'd encourage you to, not just the top line talking points, but if you're interested in a particular issue, if you're interested in a particular constituency or a particular function of state government, take a look, call the agency, and find out what they've been doing over the past 3 years. And I guarantee you, more often than not, you're going to hear that that agency's progressed quite a bit.